Good morning, Steve with CCI. For the past 25 years, we've helped over 4,000 laundries automate their business so they can work on it instead of in it, and at the same time, maximize their profit potential. I was looking on social media the other day, and there are a lot of posts on the many of the groups that exist. Particularly, I was looking at a Facebook group where there's a lot of new investors asking questions about how to get into the business. Should I do this? Should I do that? And one of the things that came up recently is, are there any downsides of running a coin laundry? And emphasizing on the coin part. And obviously, there's a lot of conversation about payment systems on those various groups. And I think, the back and forth comments that appear there, some stoners that love cash and, really don't see the value in a payment system. And then there's a lot of discussion about just how expensive a payment system is and the upfront costs with purchasing a card system. And I think as a new investor, anybody who's entrepreneurial that wants to get into this business, it's already thinking they're going to make a huge investment, a huge risk to open up a new business or purchase an existing business, needs to be thinking about how do you position that investment? How do you protect that investment so that you're set up with the highest likelihood of success? And I think if we look rootly at the investment itself, aren't we making an investment to make money? And I think we have shown time and time again, and will continue to show, that payment systems make more money than they cost. Yes, they have a high upfront cost. There are many different levels of that, and there's different investments depending on the product. But at the end of the day, they have an upfront cost, just like buying the business, just like purchasing the laundry equipment. And so it's an interesting discussion when store owners worry about, or investors, I should say, about opening without making that investment. And I think that you really need to be putting your best foot forward. And we can show you and other store owners that have made the investment. I've got over 4,000 locations that can prove to you that it works. But there is an upfront investment. And if you're not willing to make the investment and obviously the risk that comes along with being in business, maybe going into business isn't the right thing for you. And so, that's not to discourage anybody who's always wanted to own a business. It's really just to make sure that you're looking at the opportunity of laundromat ownership with the right perspective, and that you're investing in the things that are going to make you the most money. And aside from all the laundry equipment and other ancillaries, payment system has to be on the top of that list. And those are my thoughts for this morning.